Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to study the first chapter of Beehive, that is, the fun they had. The title quite suits this story. Tommy and Maggie find an old book and learn how the schools were different in the past from their time and how much fun the children studying in those schools had. It also gives us a glimpse of future education. Isaac Asimov, the writer of this chapter, was an American writer and professor of biochemistry at Boston University. He was known for his works of science fiction and popular science. Isaac Asimov was the grandmaster of the science fiction writers of America, the founder of robotic ethics, and one of the world's most prolific authors of fiction. The Fun They Had is another science fiction story by Isaac Asimov. It tells the story of two young children named Tommy and Maggie who live in the year 2157. Here, I would like to mention that this is the year 2020. This chapter is based on imagination, imagining how the education world would be after 137 years, where the schools will not be there, but the education of the children will be given through computers. One day, Margie and Tommy came through a printed book, learned something about the school that existed hundreds and hundreds of years ago. It is a matter of great surprise for them because they are living in the age of moving edicts. It is the year 2157. We come to know of it due to Margie's diary entry, which reveals that Tommy has come across a book printed on paper. The pages of the book have turned yellow and wrinkled in the sense that it was printed years and years ago. They were not moving. The words printed on them were not moving like that on a computer or television screen. Tommy calls it a sheer waste because once the book is read, it is of no use. The television screen has had 1,000,000 books on it and one cannot throw it away. Margie is of the same opinion, but simultaneously she is curious to know what the book is about. Tommy tells her that it is about school. She hated a school. Margie hated a school because of her mechanical teacher. The mechanical teacher had been giving her test after test in geography, and she had been doing worse and worse. Her mother sends for the county inspector. County inspector is the person who repairs the mechanical teacher. This county inspector is a round little man. He takes the television teacher apart and sets it right within an hour, which only increases Margie's disappointment because previously, when her brother Tommy's mechanical teacher was not working, the county inspector came and took the mechanical teacher for a week with him. This had given him a good holiday time, but since the county inspector repaired her mechanical teacher within an hour, so it increased disappointment in her. He tells her mother that it was not Margie's fault, but the geography sector of the mechanical teacher was geared a little too quick, and he has slowed that to an average 10-year level. He assures Margie and her mother that there will be no problem henceforth. This shows the limitation of computer teaching. If the real teachers are replaced by the computer teachers, the children may face problem, but they will not be able to communicate it or resolve it until unless the programmer from the company, they have got the program fixed in it, would come and repair it. Margie is curious to know more about the school that existed in the past. Tommy tells her that it is not their kind of a school. That is the old kind of a school that they had centuries ago. The students had a human teacher who taught them, understood their feelings, and gave them homework and also asked them questions. Margie argues that a man cannot be smart enough. Tommy further tells her that the teacher didn't live in the house. They had a special building and all the kids went there. The kids of the same age learned the same thing. Now it was time for Margie to go to her school. Her mother called and she goes to her schoolroom, which is right next to her bedroom. The mechanical teacher is on and waiting for her. She puts her homework in the slot with a sigh. She is still thinking about the old schools they had when her grandfather's grandfather was a little boy. All the kids from the near neighborhood came laughing and shouting in the schoolyard, sitting together in the school room, going home together, studying together. Those schools were far more better than the schools of today because they offered great fun to the children. The author's message is one of the warning against the dangers of computerized homeschooling, which keeps away the children from benefits of personal interactions between students and teachers, which help them develop social skills as well as many more things. So, without criticizing the present schooling, we should understand the value of present lively education system and enjoy to the fullest. Now here I request you all to please read the chapter, try to understand it, and attempt the questions which we are going to give after this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.